Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will discuss about the learning media, economic learning media. So I will share screen about the material and wait a minute. Okay, okay, economic learning media. Week 3 by Aria Wiraja, 919053003, and so this week we will discuss about the one is the importance of choosing learning media, a second criteria for selecting instructional media, and third the principle of media selection, and the last is producer for media selection. So the first is the importance of choosing learning media. Learning media has a very important role in improving student achievement. Seen from the understand of learning media in general is a tool for teaching and learning process. So for the in general is a tool for teaching and learning process is very important role in improving student achievement. No, so that the education does not lag behind the development of science and technology, it is necessary to make adjustment, especially to relating to the teaching factors in school. One of the adjustment factor relate to the teaching is learning media. So learning media that need to be studied and mastered by teachers so that they can convey subject matter to student in a good, efficient, and effective manner. So this about the importance of choosing learning media. So next is about criteria for selecting instructional media or learning media. The one is purpose. So the question regarding this goal are follows. What are a learning objective or competencies to be achieved? Does the goal include cognitive, affective, psychomotor, or a combination of these? What type of sensory stimulation is implied? Is a sight, hearing, or a combination thereof? So the last is if it visual, does it need movement or is visual enough to be still? So this is about the question purpose to criteria selecting instructional media. So the next is target student. The question about this student target are as follows. Who are the target student who will use the media and what are their characteristics and how many are they? What it is their social background? Do they have a disability? What is their motivation and interest in learning? This characterization is important because in the end, it is the target that will benefit from the teacher's choice of media. Therefore, the media must be properly suited to their condition. Next is the characteristic of the media concern. This characteristic is important because the teacher will not be able to choose the media well if the teacher is not familiar. So with the characteristic of each media, because of that, the effectivity of choosing is basically an activity of comparing with each other, which one is better and more suitable than the other. Therefore, before determining a particular type of media, understand well what the characteristics of the media are. So the next is factor cost. The cost factor is a characteristic or criteria that teacher must consider. There are several questions related to this characteristic or criteria as follows. How much do teacher need to make, buy, or rent the media? Can the teacher afford this cost? Is the amount of the cost balanced with the learning objective to be achieved? And then last is, are there other media alternative that are cheaper but still able to achieve the learning media objective. So the teacher must be concerned about the cost. So next is about the availability. Availability here in the case in the ease of obtaining media. As for the question related to this criteria, is there any media that the teacher needs around the teacher at the school or at the market? The market. So next is about context of use. The context of use means the condition and strategies for how the media will be used. For example, it is for individual study, small group, a large group, or mass study. So the last is about technically quality. So this criteria is mainly for selecting or buying ready-made media that already exist, for example, audio programs, video, graphic, or the other print media. So what is the technical quality of the media is the visual clear, attractive, and appropriate. So this is a question about the technical quality and is the sound clear or present to hear. Next is about the principle of media selection. There is clarity on the purpose and objective of media selection. The purpose of media selection must be related to the purpose of media use. The selection of learning media must have a goal such as whether to achieve cognitive, affective, or psychomotor. Then this goal includes those that must be considered in each aspect of this goal. So next is about there is media familiarity. Familiarity means knowing completely about the media that will be selected to the smallest detail, including its advantage or disadvantage. Next is about there are a number of learning media that can be selected or compared. Because in the essence, the selection of media learning media is a the decision-making process to determine the most suitable media used for learning activity. It means that there must be a number of media that are compared. Next is about there are a number of criteria or norms used in the selection process. A number of criteria or norms development must be adapted to the limitation of local conditions, starting from the objective to be achieved, facilities, personnel and funds, the impact of the facilities obtained, as well as their efficiency and the effectiveness. So next is about procedure for media selection. For everything activities, there must be a procedure that must be done to determine an activity, as well as in the selection of media. So number one is full card model. So this about the model is used for final determination in the selection of learning media. Next is the matrix model is used as a informant for the final determination of the selection of learning media. The last is checklist model or is used to examine the suitability of the selection of learning media. So there are several steps in selection and determining the typical of learning media determination. Number one is determine whether the message that the teacher will convey through that the media is a learning message or just general information or entertainment. Next is determine whether the media is designed for learning purpose or just a teaching aid for the teacher. Next is determine whether the learning objects are more cognitive, affective, or psychomotor. Next, determine the type of media that is suitable for the type of objective to be achieved, taking into the account other criteria such as police, available facilities, production capabilities, and cost. The next is review the type of media that has been selected, whether it is applied or that there are still weakness or there are other more appropriate alternative type of media planning, developing, and producing media. So this about the discuss today discuss about the material. So thank you for watching and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.